I shot my husband in the knee with his own service pistol, while our 6-year-old daughter watched from the hallway. Her tiny fists clenched around her stuffed bear. And in that frozen second, I wondered if I'd just saved her future or damned us all to hell. The letter from 2075, yellowed. Impossible. Tucked in Grandma's antique oak desk like a grenade with a pin half pulled, hadn't specified mercy. It only screamed one truth. He'd destroy us if I didn't end him first. But as his blood pooled on our suburban kitchen linoleum, mixing with the spilled Cheerios from breakfast, I realized the real betrayal wasn't his, it was mine. For loving a monster who'd made me his scapegoat for a decade of buried sins. The rain hammered the roof of the old Victorian in Elmwood Heights like God's own judgment. The kind of relentless downpour that turns Seattle streets into rivers of regret. It was the summer of 25. And I'd just buried my grandmother, Eleanor Voss. The steel-spined matriarch who'd chain-smoked her way through 2 husbands and a world war without flinching. Her funeral had been a soggy affair. Black umbrellas bobbing like funeral crows under the evergreens. And I'd stood there in my ill-fitting black dress, holding my daughter Lily's hand, feeling the weight of Eleanor's antique keyring in my coat pocket like a noose tightening. "Mommy, why's everyone crying?" Lily had whispered. Her big blue eyes that mirrored her father's too perfectly, scanning the mourners with that unnerving toddler curiosity. I'd knelt in the mud, wiped a smudge of chocolate from her cheek, and lied through my teeth. "They're sad because Grandma's in heaven now, sweetie. Making cookies with the angels." Bullshit. Of course. Eleanor Voss wasn't sipping celestial tea. She was rotting in the ground, taking her secrets with her. Or so I thought. That night, after tucking Lily into her bed with its fairy lights and unicorn sheets, I cracked open the bottle of bourbon she'd left in her will, top shelf, the label peeling like old skin, and headed to her study. The room smelled of mothballs and menthol cigarettes. Bookshelves sagging under dog-eared paperbacks of Raymond Chandler and Patricia Highsmith. Eleanor's desk dominated the space. A hulking oak beast with drawers that stuck like they were glued shut by ghosts. I sat in her creaky leather chair, the bourbon burning a path to my gut, and started rifling through the chaos. Faded photos of me as a gap-toothed kid, yellowed letters from long-dead lovers, a half-empty pack of Luckies. It was the bottom drawer, locked with a rusted key that nearly snapped in my fingers. That changed everything. Inside, wrapped in oilcloth like contraband, was a single envelope. No stamp, no address, just my name scrawled in Eleanor's looping script, Sarah. "For when you're ready." My hands shook as I tore it open, the paper crackling like gunfire in the quiet house. But it wasn't Eleanor's words inside. The stationery was crisp, almost futuristic, embossed with a holographic sheen that caught the lamplight wrong. And the date at the top, July 4th, 2075. I laughed a sharp, bourbon-fueled bark that echoed off the walls. Some prank? A forgery from one of her eccentric bridge club cronies? But as my eyes scanned the lines, the laughter died in my throat. The handwriting wasn't Eleanor's, it was mine. Older, loopier, the S in Sarah elongated like a scar. "Dearest Sarah, if you're reading this, it's because the cancer finally took her." Good. She held onto it long enough to pass the torch. "Listen close. Because time's a bitch, and she's about to bite your ass raw. Your daughter, Lily. She'll be 20 by now in your head, but in mine, she's dust. Buried in a pauper's grave because of him. Mark. That silver-tongued devil you call husband. He didn't just cheat, he framed you. That accident at the warehouse in 18? The one that sent you to Walla Walla for 3 years on manslaughter? His mess. His coke-fueled rage that torched the place and killed that poor forklift jockey. You took the fall because he whispered sweet nothings and you believed love was blind. It's not. It's a weapon. And he's reloading. The future? It's ashes if you don't act. By 2030, he'll climb the ranks at the PD, detective to captain. All on your silence. Then the real games begin. Bribes. Badges for hire. Bodies in the sound. Lily? She'll idolize him until she catches the bullet meant for a snitch. You'll be the broken housewife, popping Xanax and pretending the nightmares are just dreams. But here's the hook. Sarah, I sent this back. From 2075. Quantum bullshit courtesy of some black-budget DARPA toy Eleanor squirreled away. Change it. Burn him. Or watch your bloodline end in screams. Twist your knife deep. Make it hurt. With blood and regret. Sarah Voss, the one who survived. The room spun. I read it again. Then a third time. My pulse thundering in my ears like the storm outside. Quantum what? Time travel? It sounded like the plot of one of Eleanor's pulps. The kind with dames in trench coats and double crosses thicker than fog. But the details. God. The details. The warehouse fire. I'd always known it was Mark's fault, his temper. His side hustle slinging product to the docks. But I'd lied to the cops. Swallowed the plea deal. Done the time. For him. For us. Because he swore it was a one-off. That Lily needed a father. Not a widow. I crumpled the letter. Then smoothed it out. My fingers tracing the impossible date. 2075. 50 years from now. If it was real, and Christ, the holographic ink shimmered like it was alive, then Lily's future was a slaughterhouse. My little girl, with her gap-toothed grin and obsession with fireflies, gunned down because I played the loyal wife one too many times. The bourbon called, but I ignored it. Instead, I grabbed my phone, thumbs flying over the screen. Mark, running late at station. Pick up Lily from daycare? Love you. Sent. Then deleted the thread, heart hammering. If this was true, every text, every call was a breadcrumb leading him to me. To us. Downstairs, Lily stirred in her sleep, murmuring about unicorns. I slipped into her room, knelt by the bed, and brushed her hair from her face. So small. So fragile. I won't let him touch you, I whispered, the words tasting like ash. But doubt wormed in. Was this madness? Schizophrenia? Maybe. Inherited from Eleanor's side? Or worse, a setup. Mark had always been the charmer. The cop with the easy smile and iron fists. What if he'd planted it, gaslighting me from the grave of our marriage? Dawn broke gray and sodden, the rain easing to a drizzle that painted the windows like tears. Mark stumbled in at 7:15, reeking of stale coffee and something sharper. Acetone? Paint thinner? No. I knew that tang. Cordite from the range. He pecked my cheek, ruffled Lily's hair as she shoveled Cocoa Puffs, and drawled, "Rough night. Babe, you look like you saw a ghost." I forced a smile, the letter burning a hole in my bra where I'd tucked it. "Just missing Mom. You know how it is." He chuckled, that low rumble that used to melt me. "Yeah. Well, shake it off. Got a double shift today, some junkie OD down by the piers." World's gone to shit. His eyes lingered a beat too long, probing.
Cop eyes.
always scanning for the lie. As he kissed Lily goodbye and headed out, I watched his cruiser pull away, taillights fading into the mist. My hand itched for the bourbon, but instead, I booted up Eleanor's ancient desktop, the fans whirring like asthmatic lungs. Password: Vossfire 18, the year of the blaze. Of course. Buried in the hard drive, zipped folders labeled contingencies, was a video file. Grainy. Timestamped 2024. Eleanor, gaunt from chemo, staring into the webcam. Sarah. Girl. If you're watching, it's bad.
This
device is real. DARPA prototype. Swiped from a contact in the labs. Sent your letter back through the ether. Don't ask how. Even the eggheads don't know. Mark's poison. Always was. But you're the blade. Honey. Sharpen up. She coughed. A wet rattle. Then leaned in. And remember, revenge ain't clean. It'll carve you too. The screen went black. I sat there, the house creaking around me, Lily's cartoons blaring from the living room.
clean? No.
But Lily's laugh, pure, untainted, echoed like a lifeline. I stood, resolve hardening like concrete in the rain. First step, dig. Find the proof that letter promised. Mark's skeletons weren't buried deep. Cops like him left trails and DUIs and domestic calls they swept under the rug. By noon, Lily napping, I was knee-deep in public records. VPN masking my IP like a pro. Arrest logs from 18. Mark's name redacted. But the incident report mentioned a consulting officer with his badge number. Cross-reference with internal affairs. Dismissed complaints of excessive force. All signed off by his sergeant buddy, Tommy Ruiz. Ruiz. The name from the letter. He'll be the first to flip. But not before he rats you out. My stomach twisted. Tommy and Mark. Thick as thieves since academy days. Poker nights at our place. Lily calling him Uncle T. If the future me knew. Shit. If any of this was real. A text buzzed. Mark. Home late. Love the fam. I typed back miss you. Then deleted the draft. No more games.
Tonight.
When Lily slept, I'd start with his phone. The passcode was still our anniversary. Easy as sin. But as the afternoon dragged, doubt crept back. What if I was wrong? Destroying the man who'd stood by me sort of through prison visits and PDA meetings? Lily needed stability, not a mom unraveling like a cheap sweater. Yet the letter's words clawed. Your bloodline ends in screams. Evening fell. Mark rolling in at 9. Grease from a diner burger on his shirt. He pulled me close in the kitchen. Hands roaming like we were newlyweds. You okay? Sarah? Seemed distant. I leaned into it, playing the part, my mind cataloging the scars on his knuckles, fresh.
Raw.
Just tired. Grandma's stuff. It's a lot. He nodded, eyes softening. We'll sort it. Team. Right? Then, casual as a weather report. Hey. Ruiz called. Said you hit up records today. Research for.
What?
A novel. Ice in my veins.
How?
The VPN sloppy. Maybe a trace. I laughed it off. Boredom. Thinking of writing my memoir. Prison chic. He grinned, but it didn't reach his eyes. Cute.
Just.
Don't dig too deep.
Babe.
Old wounds and all. He kissed me again. Harder. Possessive. As he showered, I slipped into his jacket pocket, fishing out his burner phone. No passcode. Texts to T. She's asking questions. Shut it down. My blood ran cold. Questions? I'd barely started. The letter fluttered in my mind. He'll know. Always does. That night, Lily between us in bed, her ritual after storms, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling cracks like fault lines. Mark snored softly, arm draped over us both. Protector? Or warden? The pistol in his nightstand, Glock 22, department issue, gleamed in the moonlight. I could end it now. One squeeze. But no. Not yet. The future me said burn him slow. Morning brought school drop-off. Mark's cruiser idling curbside as I buckled Lily in. Be good. Bug, he said, winking. She giggled. I smiled. And as they drove off, I whispered to the empty car, your daddy's a dead man walking. The day blurred into reconnaissance. Coffee at the corner shop. Laptop open to forums. Ex-cops spilling on PD corruption. Threads on the warehouse fire. Whispers of a cover-up. A detective's wife taking heat to shield her man. Anonymous post from 19. Heard the husband was there that night. Smelled like fireworks. Not forklift malfunction. By 3 p.m., Lily home and napping. I was at Eleanor's back in the study, prying open a false bottom in the desk drawer. Jackpot. A USB drive. Labeled Truth Serum. Plugged in. Files unfolded like a house of cards. Audio clips of Mark and Ruiz. Voices tinny but clear. Sarah'll take the rap.
Man.
She's loyal.
And if not?
We got leverage. That kid of yours? Easy target. Leverage. My daughter. Rage boiled. Hot and black. I copied it all to my cloud, hands trembling. Then, the kicker, a scanned photo. Timestamp 17. Mark. Younger. Arm around a brunette, not me. Caption in Eleanor's hand. His first kill. Not fire. Heart. Betrayal number 1. The affair that started it all. I'd known. Buried it like the rest. For Lily. Dusk fell. Mark texting stakeout. Home by midnight.
Perfect.
I prepped dinner, Lily's mac and cheese, then sat her down with crayons. Mommy needs to talk to Daddy tonight. Big girl stuff. She nodded solemnly. Is Daddy bad?
Kids.
Always cutting to the bone. I hugged her tight.
No. Sweetie. Just.
Complicated. 11:45. Headlights swept the driveway. Mark in. Loosening his tie. Eyes bloodshot. Rough one. Busted a dealer. I cut him off. Letter and USB on the table like exhibits. Sit. He froze. Then complied. That cop mask slipping. Sarah, what's this?
Truth time. Mark.
The fire.
The frame.
Lily's future, if you get one. His laugh was hollow. What the fuck are you on about? I played the audio. His face drained of color. Then flushed crimson. Where'd you, Eleanor? That old bat.
She's dead.
But she left gifts. I slid the letter across. He scanned it.
Scoffed.
Time travel? Jesus. You're cracking. But his eyes darting, calculating, betrayed him. It's real.
Mark.
And it says you're poison. He lunged, hand cracking across my cheek. Stars burst. Lily's cry from upstairs pierced the air. Mommy, he froze. Horror flickering.
Shit.
Sarah. I tasted blood. Spat it on the floor. Touch me again. And you're done. He backed off. Hands up. Okay.
Talk.
What do you want? Confession.
To me. To the DA.
Or I go public. With everything. He sank into the chair. Head in hands. It was one time. The fire, I panicked. The guy saw too much.
You.
You covered for me because you loved me. Lied for you. Same diff. His voice cracked. Genuine? Or the flip? The charm offensive. I love you.
Sarah. Us. Lily.
Let me fix it. The letter's warning echoed. Lat Matleen TUC. He flips like a coin. I wanted to believe. God. I did. But Lily's sobs upstairs decided it. Fix it? By confessing.
Now.
Or I walk. With her. He nodded.
Slow.
Okay. Tomorrow. Ruiz too. We'll turn ourselves in. Relief? Trap? I couldn't tell. As he climbed the stairs to soothe Lily, I pocketed the pistol from his holster. Cold metal. Heavy with promise. Sleep evaded me. At 2 a.m., his phone buzzed on the nightstand. Text from T. She's got the files. Handle it or we both go down. My hand closed on the Glock. The safe house smelled like mildew and regret. The kind of place where dreams go to die, a rundown motel off I-5. Neon vacancy, sign flickering like a dying heartbeat against the night sky. It was 2 days after the kitchen showdown, and I'd bolted with Lily at dawn, leaving a note on the fridge, confess or lose everything. We're safe.
For now.
Mark's cruiser had tailed me for 20 miles before peeling off. Blues flashing in the rear view like a bad omen. Cops protecting their own, or him hunting his prey. Lily clutched her bear in the queen bed, oblivious, coloring on motel stationery with crayons I'd swiped from a gas station. Mommy, when's Daddy coming? He promised pancakes. Soon.
Bug.
Real soon. Lies piled like snowdrifts. I'd called Ruiz from a burner, Eleanor's old flip phone, preloaded with minutes like contraband. Tommy, it's Sarah. Meet me. Alone. Or the audio hits every news van from here to Tacoma. His voice. Oily smooth. Sarah? Honey. Let's not do this. Mark's a good guy. Heat of the moment. Heat of a match. You mean? Midnight. The Pines Motel. Room 12. Come clean. Or I press send.
Click.
No bluff. I'd uploaded the files to a Dead Man Switch app if I didn't check in every 6 hours.
Boom.
Viral.
Now.
Pacing the threadbare carpet, Glock tucked in my waistband, I reread the letter by the harsh fluorescent light. Twist your knife deep. But how deep without cutting myself? Lily's future hinged on this. Expose Mark. Save her from the captain's badge that'd turn him tyrant. Yet doubt not. Prison had hardened me, but motherhood softened the edges. What if confession broke him? Broke us? A knock rattled the door at 11:58. I peered through the peephole. Ruiz. Solo. In civvies, leather jacket, jeans, that perpetual 5 o'clock shadow. No wire. I hoped. Open up. Sarah. Let's chat. I cracked the door. Chain on. Glock hidden but ready.
In.
Hands where I see him. He stepped inside. Eyes flicking to Lily, curious. Not cold. Cute kid. Looks like her old man. Shut up.
Sit.
I gestured to the rickety chair, standing between him and the bed. Lily glanced up, waved shyly.
Hi.
Uncle T. Hey. Squirt. He forced a grin, then sobered as I slapped the USB on the table. Play it. Tell me why I shouldn't leak this to IA.
He sighed. Heavy as sin.
Because it's old news. Water under the bridge. Mark fucked up, panic, drugs, whatever. But you took the hit. Why drag it now? Because it's not over. The letter. He leaned forward. Interest peaked. What letter? I hesitated, then slid a photocopy across. He scanned, brow furrowing. 2075? The hell is this? Sci-fi fanfic. Eleanor's.
Real.
Says Mark climbs high, takes Lily down with him. Ruiz barked a laugh. Lady, your grandma was nuts. DARPA? Time travel? Mark's no saint, but he's no kingpin. Then confess. Both of you. Manslaughter. Cover up. Plea it out. His eyes hardened. The flip. Or what? You think the blue wall crumbles for a ex-con housewife. I pulled the Glock. Leveled it casual-like. The way I'd practiced in prison yard shadows. Or I add obstruction. Right here. Lily whimpered. Ruiz raised hand slow.
Easy.
Jesus.
Fine.
I'll talk to him. But Sarah, this ends bad for everyone. Lily needs a dad. Not headlines. Lily needs a live. My voice cracked. You threatening her?
No.
Warning. He stood, edging to the door. Meet tomorrow. Neutral ground, the old warehouse.
Noon.
Bring the kid if you want trust. Warehouse. The site of the fire. Ballsy. Or bait. Why there? Closure. He slipped out. Door clicking shut. Lily crawled into my lap. Mommy scared. I holstered the gun. Hugged her fierce. A little. But Mommy's got you. Sleep came fitful. Dreams of flames licking Eleanor's desk. The letter curling to ash.
Dawn.
I packed us up. Checked out under a fake name. Drive-through breakfast. Hash browns for her. Black coffee for me. Then south on 5. Toward the husk of that night in 18. The warehouse loomed on the outskirts of Kent. A skeletal frame of corrugated metal and charred beams. Weeds choking the lot like vengeful fingers. Noon sharp. Mark's truck rumbled in. Dust clouding. He stepped out alone. Hands empty. In jeans and a PD hoodie. Lily bolted from the car. Daddy. He scooped her up. Spinning. That grin disarming. Hey. Princess. Missed you. I approached slow. Glock in purse. Where's Ruiz? Coming. He set her down. She scampered to pick dandelions. His eyes met mine, pleading, calculating. Sarah. This letter. It's bullshit. But if it'll end this, I'll confess.
Just. Us.
No DA yet. Protect Lily from the fallout. Heart tugged. The man I'd met at 19. All swagger and stolen kisses at UW parties. Before the badge. Before the demons. Why the warehouse? Symbolic. Burn the past. He pulled a folder from the truck. Statements. Typed.
Signed. Here.
My truth. I snatched it. Skimmed. Admission of the fight. The shove. The fire spark from a drop cig. No murder. Manslaughter at worst. Ruiz is witness. Not Kokon. Cleanish. You believe me? He asked. Voice low. I wanted to.
God.
The pull. But the letter, he'll flip. It's a start. But Tommy. Tires crunched. Ruiz is unmarked sedan. But not alone. 2 suits climbed out. Feds?
I?
My gut dropped. Mark. I backed toward the car. It's okay, he soothed. Back up. To make it official. But Ruiz's face smug. The suits drew badges. FBI. Sarah Voss? We need to talk. Obstruction. Evidence tampering.
What?
My mind reeled.
The files, how?
Mark's hand on my arm. Gentle.
See?
I fixed it. They know everything. You're safe. Safe? The world tilted. Lily, sensing, ran to me. One Fed scooped her easy. No. Wait.
No. It was a grab.
I yanked her back. Glock out in a blur. Back off.
Shouts.
Chaos. Mark lunging. Sarah. No. I fired. Warning shot. Pfft into the dirt. They scattered. Lily screaming. I bundled her into the Honda. Peeled out. Gravel spraying. Rear view. Mark staring. Betrayed. Or relieved. Highway blurred. Tears stinging. The folder, bullshit. A ploy. He'd flipped. Fed me to the feds to bury his sins deeper. The letter was right. Pulled over at a rest stop. Shaking. I called a number from Eleanor's stash, an old contact. Parole officer turned PI. Hank, it's Sarah. Need a shadow. On my husband. Pricey. Kid. Name it. $5,000. And dirt.
Done. Click.
Lily. Buckled beside me. Offered a dandelion. For you, Mommy. I tucked it behind my ear.
Stealing.
Next stop, cash. Then confrontation. No more games. By nightfall, we holed up in a Seattle Airbnb, cozy, anonymous, with a view of the Sound. Lily bathed and bedded. I pored over the letter again. By 2030, he'll climb. Bribes. Bodies. If the feds were circling, he'd run or double down. Either way, Lily was leverage. Hank called at 10, got eyes on him. Voss is lawyered up. Meeting Ruiz at a dive, O'Malley's. Talking heat. Your name's Mud, Warren out for the gun.
Shit. Easy. Itay lid-ing.
Snippets. She won't stop. End it. Sound familiar? The fire. My pulse raced. They're coming. Watch your 6. I hung up, barricaded the door with a chair. Lily stirred. Mommy?
Sure.
Storytime. I climbed in, spinning a tale of brave knights and wicked kings. But in my head, it was me, the queen with the blade. 3 a.m. A crash downstairs. Footsteps.
Heavy.
Mark's voice. Whisper harsh. Sarah, open up. For Lily. I shook her awake. Quiet. Bug. Game. Hide and seek. Under the bed. She crawled, eyes wide. I gripped the Glock, heart slamming. Door splintered, Ruiz first, then Mark. Police. Drop it, Ruiz. Not feds. Mark's eyes, wild, desperate. Sarah, please. They lied. The feds were a bluff. Come home. Liar. The audio played in my mind. I fired low. Me shot. Ruiz buckled, howling. Mark dove, tackling me. We rolled, grunting. Lily sobbed the soundtrack. Stop. I need him. Scrambled up. Glock to his temple.
Confess. Now.
Or Lily sees. He froze. Blood from Ruiz is wound, slicking the floor. Okay. God.
Okay.
It was me. The fire.
The lie.
All me. Ruiz groaned. You bastard. Mark's flip, eyes narrowing. Shut up.
Tommy.
She forced this.
No.
The betrayal deepened. Partners in crime. Now turning. I pressed harder.
Phone.
Call 911. Your confession. He dialed. Voice steady.
Yeah.
Officer down.
And.
I need to turn myself in. Manslaughter. 18. Sirens wailed distant. Relief? No. His hand twitched toward his ankle holster. I fired again. Center mass. He slumped, eyes glazing.
Sarah.
Why? For her. Lily crawled out, staring. Daddy. Horror. I'd made her witness. The future me screams.
Cops burst in.
Hands up. I dropped the gun. He confessed. Check the call. They cuffed me. Lily wailing as social services took her. Mommy. In the cruiser. Rain lashing. I whispered to the letter in my pocket. Was it enough? Interrogation room at King County HQ. Stark white walls closing in like a coffin. The table bolted down. My reflection in the two-way mirror a ghost, haggard. Blood-flecked blouse. Auburn hair matted. They'd separated me from Lily at booking. Her screams echoing down the hall like knives. Mommy, don't leave. Social services. Efficient as death. Bundling her off to a foster temp. Mark, my husband, my monster, was DOA at Harborview. GSW to the chest. Ruiz? Stable. Singing like a canary already. It was Voss. All him. She acted in defense. Defense. The word hung. Bitter as the styrofoam coffee they shoved at me. No lawyer yet. Hank was en route, but the detective across the table. A grizzled vet named Harlan with a mustache like steel wool.
Leaned in.
Mrs.
Voss.
Or, do I call you Sarah? Walk me through it. From the top. I sipped the coffee, bitter.
Cold.
The letter burned against my thigh. Taped inside my sock. Share it? They'd lock me in psych ward. Pump me full of Haldol.
No.
My story. The confrontation. The break-in. The shot. Self-defense. Daughter in peril. Harlan nodded. Scribbling. Your husband's record clean. Yours? Manslaughter 18. Warehouse fire. You did time. Framed. The words slipped out,
Hot.
He raised a brow. By who? Him. I met his eyes.
Steady.
Yes.
A beat.
Ruiz corroborates. Says Voss pulled you into it. Then panicked. Audio files, anonymous tip. Hit our servers this morning. Dead man switch.
Huh.
Smart.
Hank.
My guardian angel. $5,000 well spent. Relief flickered.
Dim.
Lily? Where is she? Safe. Foster with a family in Bellevue.
Good people.
You see her after arraignment. Arraignment. Charges pending. Second-degree murder. Or manslaughter if the DA bought defense. Mark's confession call, logged. Time-stamped, tipped scales. But the optics? Cop widow turned cop killer. Front-page fodder for the Seattle Times. Badge betrayal. Life's deadly reckoning. They process me at 6 a.m. Jumpsuit orange as sunset. Fingerprints smudged with ink. Cell block for women. Clanging gates. Catcalls from the lifers. I curled on the bunk. Letter extracted in the John, privacy stall. Quick rip of tape. Reread by dim light. Burn him slow.
Slow?
I torched it all in one night. Lily's face, trauma-etched, haunted. Was this the future saved? Or accelerated? Bail hearing next day. Hank. Silver-haired bulldog in a cheap suit. Argued passion. Protection. DA countered. Premeditation. The Glock from evidence locker trace. Judge. A woman with crow's feet and no-nonsense glasses, set bail at $250K. Hank posted 25% bond. Property, lien on Eleanor's house. Free by noon. But Lily? Supervised visits only.
Outside.
Rain-slick streets. Hank's sedan waiting. Rough.
Kid.
But Ruiz is flipping hard, Voss's whole network crumbling. Bribes. Hookers. A floater in Lake Union last year. Fed circling. Good. I stared out the window. Puget Sound gray as grief. Lily. With the Millers. Call this number. He handed a card. Go see her. Then we talk strategy. The Millers' place. Suburban McMansion in Bellevue. Minivan in the drive. Golden retriever barking at the fence. Mrs. Miller, Karen. Yoga pants mom. Open the door. Lily peeking from behind her legs. Mommy. She flew into my arms. Smelling of baby shampoo and strange beds. Supervised. Karen hovering. Notepad ready for concerns. We played in the yard. Tag. Her laughter forced but real. Daddy's in heaven now. Like grandma? I choked. Something like that. Bug. Why'd you shoot him?
Kids again.
To keep you safe. Always. Visit ended too soon. Karen's eyes sympathetic but wary. She's adjusting. Trauma counseling tomorrow. Alone in Eleanor's creaky Victorian, now mine. Willed outright, I poured bourbon.
Neat.
The house felt hollow. Echoes of Lily's cartoons gone. Phone buzzed, unknown. You think it's over? He's not the only snake. Text. Then a link. Clicked, voicemail audio. Mark's voice. Pre-death. If she pushes, plant the crazy. That letter shit, make it look like delusion.
Kid goes to me.
To him,
Dead.
but the estate, guardianship.
Shit.
If he had papers drawn. I called Hank. Dig into Mark's will. Guardianship clause. On it. Sleep came drugged, Xanax from the docket booking. Dreams, 2075. Me old. Withered. At Lily's grave. Epitaph. Taken by the badge she trusted. Woke sweating. Letter clutched. The twist. Not just him. The system. Week 1 blurred. Lawyers. Depositions. Media hounds at the gate. King 5 news. Cop slaying or justice. I stonewalled. But leaks stripped. My prison stint. Mark's flaws. Pundit split. Feminist hero or vengeful harpy. Online. Justice for Voss versus. Blue line bleeds. Lily weekend visit. Eleanor's house. Her room untouched. She played quietly. Barren lap. I miss Daddy's stories. Me too.
Lie.
His tales were fables, hero cop. Villain world. Truth. Predator in sheep's wool. Bedtime. She whispered. Did you save me, Mommy? Tears pricked. Trying. Hank's update. Well contested. Mark named Ruiz godfather. Backup guardian. But Ruiz? Under arrest. RICO charges stacking. Feds had the audio. The bodies. You're clear.
Sarah.
DA dropping to involuntary. Plea. Time served. Relief crashed. Wave breaking. Lily home by month's end. But the text lingered. Snake 2. Who? I tailed it. Burner trace to a lawyer. Downtown. Evelyn Hart. Family law shark. Mark's contingency. Confronted her in her marble lobby. Coffee in hand, scalding. We need to talk. About guardianship. She smirked. Pencil skirt and power heels. Mrs.
Voss.
Tragic. But Mark was thorough. Lily's his. Legally. His. She's mine. Until proven unfit. Your record. The shooting.
Bitch.
The flip. Mark's poison and pearls. Unfit? I protected her from him. Alleged. She sipped latte. Settle out of court. Or lose her. Rage simmered. That night. Bourbon deep. I penned a reply, not text. A letter. My hand. Evelyn, back off. Or your skeletons dance. Attached. Dig from Hank. Heart's affair with a judge. Bribes in custody cases. She folded fast. Papers shredded. Lily mine. But victory tasted sour. Lily's nightmare started. Daddy's mad. Coming back. Therapy. Play-Doh guns.
Tears.
Me too. Group 4 survivors. Stories of abuse. Badges as shackles. One woman. Mine framed me for theft. Took the kids. Echoes. The system. Betrayer supreme. Month 3. Charges dropped. Press conference. Me in blouse and slacks. Lily's hand in mine. Justice isn't always in a courtroom. Sometimes it's in the truth. Flashbulbs. Cheers.
Jeers.
Sarah's stand trended. Home. Lily asleep. I burned the letter. Flames licking 2075 to cinders.
Saved?
Or just delayed. Buzz. New text. Unknown. Grandma's desk.
Check again.
Bottom drawer. False bottom. Another envelope. 4 after the fire. Inside. Photo. Me and Mark.
16.
Her pregnant. Him beaming. Note, he knew. The baby wasn't his. But he raised her. Question is, would you?
Twist.
Lily, not his blood? The betrayal inverted. My affair? No. Mark's doubt. Planted? DNA kit ordered. Waited. Gut churning. Results. 99.9% match. His. Relief. But the seed. Doubt. Was the letter wrong? Or, deeper game, Lily's laugh from the yard. I joined her. Pushing swings. Higher.
For now.
Enough. But the shadows lengthened. Ruiz's trial loomed, testimony. Me on stand. And whispers. Mark had partners. Higher. The snake molts. The courtroom in downtown Seattle smelled like polished wood and desperation, the kind that seeps from the pores of defendants in orange jumpsuits and the families who still believe in redemption.
It was fall now.
Leaves turning bloody on the elms outside, matching the mood as I took the stand in the Ruiz trial, United States v. Thomas Ruiz et al. A RICO web snaring half the PD's vice squad. Lily waited in the family room with Hank's paralegal, crayons and goldfish crackers her armor against the boredom of justice.
Sworn in.
Hand on Bible, did I believe? After the letter. Faith was a joke. I faced the prosecutor. A whip-thin Asian woman named Lena Cho, with eyes like laser sights. Mrs. Voss. You were present for Detective Voss's confession. Yes. Voice steady. Rehearsed. He admitted starting the 18 fire. Manslaughter. Cover up with Ruiz. Murmurs rippled. Defense attorney, slick weasel in pinstripes, objected. Hearsay. Overruled. Cho pressed. And your actions that night?
Defense.
They broke in. Threatened my daughter. The weasel cross. You shot an unarmed man. Your husband. Premeditated, unarmed, ankle holster. And no panic. Protection. Jury mix of blue-collar dads and soccer moms, leaned in, faces unreadable. Sides forming, hero mom or cold killer. Testimony dragged. Audio played. Mark's voice tinny. It was me.
Gasps.
Ruiz. At the table. Head bowed. Flipping hard for leniency. Names dropped, sergeants. A councilman on the take. Recess. I slipped out for air. Courthouse steps slick with drizzle. A man waited, fed. Trench coat. Badge, flash subtle. Agent Keller. FBI. Quick word. I nodded.
Wary.
Voss case.
More.
Your husband's network? Tip of the iceberg. Human trafficking ring. Docks to Vancouver. He was mid-level. But you're a loose end. Me? Insurance. He stashed docs, policies naming you beneficiary. But also leverage. On you. The affair photo?
No.
What kind? Prison connections. You smuggled for him, product in, favors out.
Lies.
Or buried truth. Walla Walla days. I'd carried notes.
Sure.
But coke?
No.
Bullshit. Read. He handed a file. Redacted. Transcripts. My voice? Altered. Deepfake maybe. Sarah Voss to inmate 4721. Drop next week. Heart sank. Mark's MO. Frame to control. It's fake. Proven innocent. Maybe. But Lily, CPS flags this. Custody challenge. The system. Again. Betraying from the grave. Back inside. Testimony resumed. Ruiz took the stand. Broken man act. Mark pulled me in.
Debts.
Then Sarah. She knew too much.
Lies.
Jury shifted, doubt creeping my way. Trials end. Ruiz guilty. 25 to life.
Me?
Subpoenaed for the civil suit. PD payout for wrongful death. Irony. Home. Lily baking cookies. Therapy homework. Family sense. Flower on her nose.
She grinned.
For daddy's ghost.
Chill.
No. Bug. For us. Night. I scoured the file. Deep fake. Watermarks faint. But there. Hank confirmed. Mark's hacker buddy. Shitty work. Burned it. But the seed. What else hid? Eleanor's attic. Dust-choked trunks. Moth-eaten furs. One box. Letters. Bundled. Mine to Mark. Prison scrawls, miss you. Come visit. His replies, love you. But careful what you say. Careful. Coded? Reread. The package arrives Friday. Handle with care. Visits. Conjugal?
No. Drops. Shit.
I had smuggled. Unwitting. Notes hid baggies in my hem.
Nausea.
Betrayal mutual? I'd enabled. Confessed to therapist. I was part.
Stupid.
Blind. She nodded. Forgiveness starts inward. But the letter. You took the fall. For his crime.
Yes.
Mine?
Complicity.
Winter crept. Holidays hollow. Lily's school play, Elf. Adorable. Mark's absence. Daddy would have clapped loud. I know.
Stung.
New Year's. Alone Lily at sleepover. I hit O'Malley's. The dive from Hank's Tale. Dive bar haze. Jukebox wailing Springsteen. Bartender. Voss's old lady?
Yeah.
Round on the house. He was a prick. Laughter bubbled.
Dark.
Shots lined up. A patron sidled. Ex-cop. Buzz cut.
Tattoos.
Heard you ventilated him. Ballsy. Justice. Or revenge. Eyes gleamed. He had it coming. But watch the Union. They're gunning. Union. The blue wall. Cracking but vengeful. Text at midnight. Keller, meet.
Urgent.
Warehouse. Same spot. Trap or truth? Drove. Glock loaded. Back up from Hank. Warehouse ghosts. Charred beams. Wind whistling. Keller waited. Flashlight beam slicing dark. Voss left a safe. Combo, your anniversary. Inside, ledgers. Names. Why me? You burned him. Deserve the fire. Combo turned. Click. Files, yellow pads. Scrawled. Bribes to counsel. Hits on snitches. One name circled. E. Hart. Evelyn. My custody foe. And a tape mini cassette. Played on Keller's deck. Mark.
Postfire.
Sarah's clean. But if she talks.
The kid.
Or the old lady. Eleanor. Threatened? Rage renewed. Hart. Confronted her office next day, barged in. Ledgers slapped down. Explain. She paled. Client privilege. Blackmail. I leaned in.
Resign.
Or this hits the bar. She folded.
Tear-streaked.
He promised protection. For my daughter. Cycle. Betrayal's echo. Spring. Civil suit settled. 2 mil. PD apology veiled. Lily back full. Nightmares fading. But Keller's call. Rings bigger. Vancouver ties. Need a plant.
Me?
Why? You know the players. And Lily, future's bright if we end it. The letter's hook, change it. I signed on. Undercover, barmaid at the docks, ears open. First night, salt air, fish guts, sailors leering. Tips, names,
Drops.
Keller's wire-itched. Lily, mommy's working late? Helping friends. Twist night, familiar face, Ruiz's old partner.
Lou.
Voss's widow? Slumming. Surviving. He bought drinks.
Probed.
Heard you got docs. Share. Glock in purse. Or what? Or Lily's school gets a donor. Anonymous.
Threat.
I palmed the wire trigger, back up and bound. Fight. He lunged. Bar brawl. Fists. Bottles. Keller burst in.
Cuffs.
Lou sang. The Ring. Councilman top. Busted. Headlines. Voss legacy. Corruption crumbles. Summer. Picnic with Lily. Sound sparkling. Happy. Bug.
Yeah. But.
Miss the adventures. Adventures? The chaos. Me too. Letters ash scattered long ago. But the warning lingered. Future mine to forge. Yet, in quiet doubt, was I avenger or villain?
The shots.
The lies, controversial stains. Keller's toast-it wrap. To gray areas.
Clink.
No heroes. The cabin in the Cascades was a relic, log walls weathered gray. Stone fireplace crusted with soot from fires long cold. A place Grandma Eleanor had dragged me to as a kid for tough love weekends that involved fishing lessons and lectures on self-reliance.
Now.
In the sticky heat of July 26, it was my hideout. A Faraday cage against the world I'd torched. Lily splashed in the creek out back. Her laughter a bomb against the indictments still buzzing in my pocket, subpoenas for the councilman's trial, where I'd be star witness again. The corruption ring's head, Victor Lang, a silver-haired politico with a yacht and a penchant for teenage escorts, was fighting dirty, character assassins, leaked psych evals painting me as unstable, vengeful, unstable. The word itched like a bad tattoo. After Mark, Ruiz, Hart, the dominoes of deceit, I'd earned it. But Lily? She deserved normal. School in fall, soccer practice, sleepovers without mommy's shadow of suspicion. I watched her from the porch, rod in hand, fly fishing the shallows for trout. Cast again.
Bug.
Whip it like a lasso. She giggled. Line tangling in the reeds. You're bad at teaching? Mommy. Like your grandma. Eleanor. Who taught me to gut a fish with a pocket knife. Whispering. Men are like trout. Hook 'em quick. Clean 'em clean. Had she known? The DARPA toy. The letter. Her final gut punch. Phone buzzed. Burner. Keller. Lang's lawyered up. Smearing you hard. Gold-digging killer. Fuck M.
Poetic.
But testify clean. No bourbon breath. We nail him. The ring dies. Copy.
Clicked off.
Poured a splash anyway, medicinal. The safe from the warehouse? Stashed here. Under floorboards. Ledgers read like a mafia ledger. Dates? Drops. One entry chilling. SV. Insurance policy. $50K if silenced. SV. Sarah Voss.
Me. Bounty? Chill.
Lang knew I was the spark. Nightfall. Fire crackling. Lily roasted marshmallows. Ghost stories her demand. Tell the one about the time lady. Time lady. I poked the embers. From your letter. The future one.
Shit.
I'd let slip fragments, bedtime myths. Okay. Once, a lady found a note from old her. Said bad wolf coming for the lamb. Lily's the lamb? Smart cookie. I hugged her sticky self. So lady fought. With fire. Did she win? Still fighting. Kissed her forehead. Sleep now. Alone. Embers dying. I dug the safe. New find. USB. Unmarked. Plugged into Eleanor's laptop. Solar charger. Off-grid. Video me? No, grainy. 24. Eleanor. Post-chemo glow. With a tech whiz glasses. Hoodie. Timeline secured, he droned. 2075 anchor. You're a descendant. Stable loop. Loop. Times noose. Eleanor. Sarah's the key. Betrayal breaks it. Descendant. Lily's line? Sleep evaded. Dawn hike. Lily on my back. We crested the ridge. Evergreens endless. Olympics purple haze. Freedom's illusion. Back home. Victorian aired out. For sale sign up. Keller met. Files in tow. Lang's flip attempt. Offer immunity if you recant. Recant? For what? His yacht fund. Think. Lily's future clean if he walks. The hook. Systems bargain. Silence for safety.
No.
Trial week. Downtown hive. Press swarm. Lang. Smug and seersucker. Winked at me entering. Jury empaneled. Diverse. Skeptical. My stand. Ledgers detailed. Voices steady. He paid for silence. Bodies. My husband one cog. Cross. Vengeance. Misses. Voss. For a cheater. Justice. For the dead.
Gasps.
Lang's eyes venom. Deliberation dragged. 3 days. Lily with Hank. Mommy's saving the world? Something like. Verdict. Guilty. Cheers. Chaos. Lang cuffed. Snarling. You'll pay? Bitch. Secret Service? No, his goons. Outside. Tail black SUV.
Tinted.
Home. Locks changed. Glock loaded. Lily's bedtime. Bad man's gone? For now.
Buzz. Anonymous.
Not over. Check desk. Eleanor's again? Ransacked already. But a hidden panel, spring-loaded. Photo, Lily. Toddler. With mark. Back, not his.
Test it.
Doubt reignited. DNA last year, his. But labs lie? New kit. Mail-in. Waited.
Nausea.
Results. 0% paternal. Wait. Error? Recheck. Lab fraud. Mark's hack. Planted match to bind me. Truth. Lily mine from a fling? No. College. Pre-mark. Wait. Math. 16 photo. Pregnant. Fling with. Tommy Ruiz. Uncle T. The Godfather. Horror. Betrayal's bastard child.
Confront.
Ruiz.
Prison.
Visit scheduled. Penitentiary. Chain link. Buzzers. Ruiz. Orange.
Gaunt.
Sarah. Come to gloat.
Truth.
Lily. Eyes widened. What? She's yours. Mark knew. Framed me to keep her. He sagged.
God. I.
Suspected.
He threatened.
Touch her. You die. Flip. Why not tell?
Fear.
For her.
Rage.
You let him raise your daughter. As pawn. Forgive.
No.
Stood. She's mine. Always.
Out.
Air fresh. Lily ours? But mine by blood.
Love.
Keller. Lang's appealing. Goons active. Ambush that night. Alley to car. 2 thugs, knives. Fight. Glock barked. 1 down. 1 fled. Cops. Self-defense. Again. But headlines. Voss. Serial Avenger? Public split. Mama Bear versus. Vigilante widow. Debates rage. Fox. Hero. CNN. Menace. Lily. People mad at you?
Some.
But truth wins. Twist deepened. Ruiz is letter smuggled. Protect her. For me too. I'm poison. Self-aware villain? Or ploy? Fall. House sold. New start. Portland?
No. Stay. Fight.
Eleanor's will addendum. Cabin's yours. And the device. Device? Basement lab, shelves. Humming box. DARPA mark. Time rig. Manual, 1 way. Send message. Temptation. To 2075? Confirm?
No.
Burned it. Past enough. But Lily's drawing me. Her. Wolf dead. We won.
For now.
Portland rain was a poor cousin to Seattle's, thinner. Meaner. Soaking through my thrift store coat as I hustled Lily from the bus stop to our 1-bedroom in Selwood. A neighborhood of craftsman bungalows and hipster coffee shops that masked the underbelly of foreclosed dreams. It was November 26. 6 months post-Lang. And the move was necessity. Seattle's spotlight too hot. Union remnants sniffing for payback. Here, I waitress doubles at a brewpub, craft IPAs and farm-to-table burgers for tech bros who tipped in crypto, while Lily thrived in 2nd grade. Braids and braces. Her teacher emailing. Bright. Resilient. Thrives despite the therapy bills. The CPS check-ins. The widow of infamy Google search that haunted every parent-teacher night. Resilient. That's what the headlines called me now. Post-trial glow faded to tabloid afterthought. Sarah Voss. From prison to purgatory? But the checks cleared. PD's settlement invested in a trust for Lily. Enough for college if I pinch pennies. Hank handled the rest. Ruiz's appeal denied. His letters piling. Pleas for contact. For the truth about Lily.
Truth.
I'd burned the DNA printout. But it festered. Was she his? Biologically. Yes, fling in 15. Pre-mark proposal. A drunken night with Tommy after a precinct party. Mark knew. Married me anyway. Twisted it into control. She's mine by choice. Raised her as pawn. Threatened Ruiz silent. Betrayal's family tree. Roots rotten. I hadn't told her. It was too young for Daddy wasn't Daddy. Instead. Stories. Your real pa was a hero too. Far away.
Now.
Apartment stairs creaking. Lily chattering about multiplication tables. I unlocked the door. Deadbolts triple. Habit from the old life. Homework first. Then mac and cheese. Yay. She dumped backpack. Bear flopping out. Mr. Fluff. Threadbare sentinel.
Kitchenette.
Stove hissing. My burner buzzed. Keller, retired now. Consulting gig. Voss. Loose thread, Lang's nephew. Running remnants. Small-time dope. but eyes on you. Here, Portland's porous. Watch.
Side.
Copy. Shift that night. Brew pub hum. Clinking glasses. Laughter loud. Tips decent. But the boss, a ex-line cook named Dex with tats and trust issues, cornered me post-close. Heard about your past. Cop killer? Self-defense. He grunted. Don't bring heat. Or you're out. Understood. Home at 2 a.m. Lily asleep. I scrolled dark web forums. Hanks teach for whispers. Widows watching. Threats veiled. Sleep fractured. Dreams of the device. Whirring. Letter reforming. Not over. Morning. School drop. A tail sedan. Nondescript. Lost it in traffic. Paranoia? Or real? CPS visit. Social worker. Clipboard clone. Lily's thriving. But your stability?
Solid. Job.
Home.
Nod. Any.
Contacts from the past. Ruiz?
No.
Locked away. Good. But her eyes, doubt. Afternoon. Park with Lily swings.
Ducks.
She confided. Kids say you're famous. Bad famous. Heartache. Famous for being strong. Like Wonder Woman. She beamed. With a gun?
Oof.
With love. Evening. Dex called. Trouble.
2 suits asking about you.
Flash 10 private.
Shit.
Lang's nephew. Confronted him next shift back alley. Dumpster stink. What do you want? Nephew, weasel-faced.
Gold chain.
Uncle says hi. Drop the suit's appeal. Or Lily's bus gets a flat. Threat. Touch her. Empty. He smirked. But the truth? She's Ruiz's. We know. Leverage.
How?
Leaked lab. Stay away. Drove home circuitous. Picked Lily early. Slumber party at Aunt Hank's. She pouted.
Why?
Surprise adventure. Hank's ranch, horses.
Space.
Lily rode ponies. I paced. Plan. Relocate? Witness protection.
No.
Fight. Keller consulted. Nephew's weak. Flip him. Sting. Bait at the pub. Dex in? For a cut.
Deal.
Night. I flirted. Nephew bit booze. Backroom. Mike hot. Lang's ghost wants payback. Backup. PD.
Clean. Cuffed.
You're done. He spat. Ruiz'll rot. But your kid? Mark's ghost haunts. Trial mini. Plea. 5 years. Ring's tail clipped. A Christmas. Tree trimmed. Lily's hall bike.
Books.
Best ever. Mommy. Me too. But Ruiz's letter arrived. Contraband slip. Let me see her.
Once. Truth. Torn.
Visited Yakult pen. Lily no, solo. Buoys. Aged. Remorse. She's mine. Yes.
Tears.
Tell her.
Sorry.
For the poison. Too late.
Out.
Free air. Told Lily partial. Uncle T's your bio dad. But family chooses. She hugged. You're my hero, Mom. Spring 27. Stability. Job promo, manager. Lily's recital. Tulips blooming. But twist. Mailbox. Envelope no post. 2075. Loop closes. Inside. New letter.
My hand.
You did it. But cost? Lily's scar. Your shots echo.
She forgives.
I didn't.
Scar.
The niche shot. Her witness. Trauma's brand.
Wept.
Happy? By tragic. Keller's wedding invite, his. To a fed.
Come.
Gray winds.
Went.
Lily flower girl. Vows. Through betrayal. To truth. Echo. Summer. Cabin again. Device gone destroyed?
No.
Humming. Curiosity. Power on. Screen. Message send?
No.
Smashed it. Past buried. But Lily's whisper by fire. I dream of futures. You save me. Chills.
Loop. For now.
Present enough. Revenges, ash fertilizes. The heat wave of August 27 turned Portland into a skillet. Asphalt shimmering like bad decisions. The Willamette River a sluggish vein pumping tourists and regret. Lily's birthday party, 10 now. All knees and attitude, sprawled across our tiny backyard. Piñata guts everywhere. Kids shrieking over cake. Water balloons exploding like mini grenades. I played host in cut-off shorts and a tank top sticky with sweat, grilling burgers while fielding texts from Hank, Ruiz health decline. Parole shot. Your call on visit. My call. The man who'd sired her in a haze of cheap beer and bad choices, who'd stood silent as Mark twisted our lives into knots. Poison. Yes, but repentant? His letters stacked in a shoebox. Poetry now. Bad haiku about lost daughters and redwood roots. Lily knew the basics. Uncle T's special, but not the full rot. 10 was teetering, truth's cliff edge. Earth to mom, Lily tugged my arm. Braces glinting. Auntie's calling. Present time. Auntie, Hank's wife. The fed with the laugh, like thunder. Her gift, a telescope. Stars for the dreamer. Lily hugged fierce. Thanks. We're stargazing tonight.
Deal.
I smiled, but gut twisted. Stars, Eleanor's tales. Of quantum bullshit bending light like lies. Party wound down. Kids collected by minivans. Yard trashed. Lily, and I hosed it clean. Her splashing me. You're old.
Mom.
Can't catch. Watch it. Squirt.
Chase.
Laughter. Pure. Unscarred. The shots echo? Therapy said fading. Her drawings now unicorns. Not guns. Evening. Deck chairs. Burgers charred. Hank called. Visit? He's asking. Tell him. Maybe.
Click.
Shoebox opened. Latest, Sarah let her choose. I'm the shadow, not the sun. Shadow.
Apt.
Night. Telescope up. Backyard urban glow faint. Lily peered. Orion, the hunter. Like you. Fierce. She turned. Serious. Was Daddy Mark a hunter too?
Oof. He tried.
But shadows got him. Uncle T.
Same.
But you're light. Hug. Bedtime stories, Noel's tonight. Princesses. Choices. Alone. Bourbon splash, occasional now. Crutch not chain I scrolled news. Old case echoes. Voss verdict anniversary pieces. Split still. Podcasts debating. Was she justified? Listeners call in. Monster. Mother.
Gray.
Keller emailed. Consult gig, trafficking task force.
You in?
Your nose for bullshit. Tempted. The ring's ghost, Lang's nephew flipped. But tendrils to Callie. Lily, weekend warrior stuff. Reply, part-time.
Yes.
First stop, undercover gala. Charity schmooze for Port Authority. Gown rented black. Slinky, hair up. Glock gartered. Lily with Hank. Mommy's princess?
Spy. Giggle.
Venue. Crystal chandeliers. Whale suits. Mark IV, ex-vice. Retired. Whispers of side gigs. Flirt. Probe. Old times. Voss was sharp. Sharp as knives. Sip champagne. Miss the rush. He leered. You offering? Info dropped. Callie Connect. Monthly drops. Your old man skimmed.
Mark.
Ghost profiting. Backup nabbed him, easy. Task force hummed. Home. Lily, did you catch bad guys?
Few.
Proud eyes. Like the letter lady. Chills. What? Dreams. You from future. Saving me. Loop whispering. Fall. School conferences. Lily acing. But bully note. Your mom's a killer. Fight. Principal call. Me in. Calm. Truth's messy. Teach resilience.
Nod.
But scar reopened. Ruiz visit. Decided. Pen. Lily beside. Supervised. He teared. Beautiful. Like her ma. Lily shy. Hi. Talk stilted. Stories. No sins. Be brave. Kid.
Out.
He's sad.
Yes.
But loved you. Like Mark. Different. Winter. Snow rare. But fell. Sledding. Hot cocoa. Keller's holiday. Team dinner.
Toast to fallen.
To gray. Lily gifted me. Drawing family tree. Branches to Eleanor. Ruiz.
Me.
All roots.
Wise.
Spring 28. Op escalates Cali border. Stakeout motel. Wire.
Wait.
Lily, be safe. Always. Bust. Cartel mule. Docs linking to Mark's old ledgers. SV payout, silence fund.
Me.
Targeted. Return, tail heavy. Crash, SUV T-bone. Screech.
Airbags. Blood.
Lily at school, call Hank. Hospital, cracked ribs. Concussion. Cops, hit run. But plates fake. Lang's remnant? Or Ruiz's enemies? Bedside. Lily, mommy hurt. Little. But fighting. Twist. Visitor, Ruiz. Paroled early. Compassionate release. Frail. Oxygen tube.
How? Health.
Cancer. Cough. Came to warn. My past cartel ties. Coming for blood. Yours. His. Betrayal's boomerang. Why tell? For her. Eyes on Lily. My light. Guard upped. Safe house task force. Climax brewing meet. Desert edge. End it.
No.
Trap sprung. Fed swarm. Ruiz takes bullet, shielding me.
Down. Gasping. Sorry. All. Dead.
Hero? Villain redeemed? Lily's grief. 2 daddies gone. Hug. But mommy here. Summer. Trial wrap. Cartel link severed. Me awarded medal. Quiet. Civilian. Public. Debate peaks. Boss. Avenger or accursed. Forums rage. She dooms her kid. Saves the innocent.
Gray.
Cabin retreat. Fire.
Stars.
Lily. Future's ours? Yes. Device remnant, shard. Glowing. Ignore. Ending nears.
Peace.
Or pyre. The autumn equinox of 28 painted the cascades in fire, aspens aflame, the air crisp with pine, and the faint rot of fallen leaves. A scent that clung to my flannel as Lily and I hiked the trail to Mirror Lake, her backpack stuffed with trail mix and that damn bear. Now a one-eyed veteran of too many washes. 2 months since Ruiz's dirt nap in the desert dust. His funeral a quiet affair, prison yard. Me and Lily, the only civilians. His sister glaring daggers like I'd stolen his absolution. Cancer had eaten him hollow. But that final flip, taking the bullet meant for me, left a question mark bigger than the grave. Hero's end? Or conman's curtain call? The paper spun it both ways. Cop killers can redeems in blood. Lily drew him wings. Hung by her bed. Uncle T's an angel now. Angels. If heaven took our flavor of sinner, it was overcrowded. My own halo? Tarnished brass at best. The task force wrapped with commendations, Keller's barbecue toast. To Sarah. The blade that cut clean.
Clean?
The scars itched, Lily's therapy logs noting recurrent abandonment themes, my own nightmares of the Glock's recoil echoing like time's tick. And the public? Still divided. A podcast empire built on my bones, Voss Files. Episodes dissecting every shot, every secret. Listeners split 60/40ths. She did what mothers do. Vigilante justice erodes us all. Controversy's gift. Royalties trickled into Lily's trust. But so did the hate mail. Envelopes with powder, tested. Harmless, and Polaroids of our old house. Crosshairs sketched over windows. We'd sold the Victorian months back. The Portland rental a stopgap. But the cabin? This was home now. Or close. Off-grid enough for peace. Wired enough for Keller's check-ins. Lily skipped ahead. Ponytail bouncing. Collecting fairy stones. Smooth quartz glinting in the sun.
Mom.
Look, it's like the future rock. Future rock. Her code for the letter. Mythologized into bedtime lore. I'd never confirmed the DARPA shard's glow. Buried it deep in the root cellar with the ledgers and Ruiz's last haiku. But kids sense fractures. Hers was a sixth sense for the unspoken. Pretty. Bet it holds wishes. She clutched it. I wish. No more bad men. Kneeled. I level. No more.
Bug.
Promise. Liar? The nephew's cell leaked chatter. Lang's lawyers probing for appeal. Ruiz's cartel ghosts whispering vendettas. But Keller swore. Threads cut. Your ghost.
Ghost.
Fitting. At the lake, mirror to the peaks. Sky upside down, we picnicked. PB. Apples crisp. Lily skipped stones. Ripples widening. When I'm big, I'll be like you. Fix things. Pride swelled. Terror too. Or better. No guns. She frowned. But guns saved us. Gray again. Sometimes. But words first. Hike back. Dusk falling purple. My burner chirp tank. Settlement final. Ruiz's estate, modest. But to Lily. Guardian clause voided. His sister? Contested.
Lost.
You're it. Relief. No more shadows claiming her. Winter hunkered. Snowshoe lessons. Cocoa by fire. Lily's school online hybrid. Cabin Wi-Fi spotty. Ace tests. Joined virtual debate club. Topic. Is revenge justice? Her essay. It's both. like mom. Flushed when I read it. Teacher said controversial. Good. Makes you think. Spring thaw, buds bursting. Keller's visit fly fishing.
Beers.
Retiring for real. You? Writing. Memoir maybe. He chuckled. Voss Uncut? Bestseller. But the twist time letter? Fiction.
Wish it was.
Clinked bottles. Loop close. If it was real.
Yeah.
Lily's future? Stars. Summer 29. Lily 11. Growth spurt leggy. Camp. First overnight. Woods with counselors vetted triple. Dropped her. Teary hug. Miss you. Conquer. Kid. Alone. Cabin echoey. I unpacked the box. Eleanor's last. Shipped late. Inside. Journal. Her script. Sarah, the device?
Don't.
But if. Tell future me. Forgive the fall. It forged you. Forgive. The words stuck. Drove to Seattle. Ghost town of memory. Warehouse ruins. Chain link tagged. Touched the gate. Ghosts whispering. Mark's blood. Ruiz's flip.
Then.
The desk, Eleanor's. Auctioned but traced. Bought back. Hauled to storage. Opened. Empty? No. Compartment. Final envelope. 2075.
End.
Hand, mine.
Old.
Dearest Sarah, you did it. Ring shattered. Bloodline blooms. Lily, doctor. Fierce, saves lives, not takes. But the cost, your hands.
Stained.
Debates rage statues? No. Scars. We forgive the shots. They were mercy. Twist. The letter? Not DARPA. Eleanor's ruse psychic? No. Intuition's blade. She wrote as you. Knew the path. No time. Just truth.
Live. Love.
Let go. With peace. Sarah the Elder.
Tears.
Forged?
Real?
No matter. Closure. Home. Lily back. Tales of S. Moraes. Stars. Made a friend. Her dad's a cop.
Chill.
Vetted?
Yes.
But her eyes. He said you're famous. Good famous. Gray winds. Fall equinox again. Hike.
Lake.
Lily. Taller. Stones skipping. Future's bright. Mom. Yes. Arm around her. No more letters. Just us. The revenge? Ate the betrayers. Spat bones. Controversial? Hell yes. Sides forever split. I saved a generation from badges black. Or birthed chaos from a mother's madness. No right. No wrong. Just survival's sharp edge. Ending. Not happy. Not tragedy. Life messy. Mended. Lily's laugh. Echoing. Enough.